Asshole. That's what I'm going to call him. Brother Asshole and Sister Ahola. Ahola's one of the sisters we just read about in Ezekiel 23. These are two members in IUIC. Go back to the first one now, or the second one, Canada. So we're going to talk about Brother Asshole, A-Z-O. I'm not saying the word. So now, Brother Asshole, as you can see at the top, he's married. That's his lovely wife on the left. Sister Ahola, on the bottom left, is married to Brother so-and-so. Okay? Now give me the next one. What happened? This all took place during men's conference. Officer Liam, can you read this?
Yes, sir.
Now, Brother Asshole is the one in the blue. The sister is the one in black on the left. These are text messages. Go ahead.
So she said, you so nasty. My ass went straight to sleep after I sent that last message. LOL. LOA, bae. I really am, and I'll talk you through that shit. Y'all good, though? OMG, I would love that. No cap. Emoji. Yeah, we good, though. Why you ask, when are y'all leaving today? Finna head out now. I'm gonna hop in the shower, mama. And hell, here, I can make you come hard as F.
So remember, this is Brother Asshole, who's married, talking to another brother's wife in the same congregation. Go ahead, next one.
Babe, cause I wanna be with you bad as fuck. Don't be smoking no garbage, haha. And yeah, I was the one told him we was peeping Tom. I don't know, I really wanna be the one in your life. Never.
Now, Brother Asshole just had a baby, by the way.
You so nasty, my ass went straight to sleep after I sent that last message. Kisses. Why you can't make it come again?
Then he got the tongue, the squirt thing. Good.
Yep. You so nasty, my ass went straight to sleep after I sent that last message.
Go ahead. Now, top right corner was during the men's conference, he went to the bathroom and took a picture of his penis and sent it to her. Then went and sat down to her next to her husband, talking about shalom, Mark. Shalom. Men's conference. He went to the bathroom and took a picture of his penis and sent it to her. Then went and sat down to her next to her husband, talking about shalom, Mark. Shalom. You can't make this stuff up.
Kill him.
See, that's when you got to close the doors. Here. I'm kind of nasty. I like to hear this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Bishop just messing with you.
Yes.
Bishop messing with you.
Just so you know, wink, wink. LOL, listen, I have my hands at 10 and 2, sir, and was definitely on 4 wheels driving careful as hell. Laughed my ass off, gave me a whole menu, period. I already know you taste good as fuck. Just by what you eat and drink, I feel like I'ma still be sucking, trying to taste more nut. You gonna taste...
I think y'all heard enough. Damn, man. I'm going to start off by giving all the praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakwadash. Double ones to the elder apostles and bishops of the great millstone and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. Now, you see all this confusion, all this drama. This is sad. But, I'm not surprised by it all, of course. When you have that environment, you got a congregation, you got a school, and you try to have all these men and women congregate together. This type of shit is bound to happen. The elder apostles learned from it years ago when they was at the old school. And, before our time, this type of behavior was going on then. All right, but Nate, he's a household name now. He's an attraction. So, they're about numbers. They're about building and getting all these members. of the congregation, and the more you have this atmosphere, the bigger the chance you're gonna have these type of problems. All right. And the Wadiyah Bashim Yahweh, us here at Great Millstone don't have these problems. You know, early on we may have had a few incidences, but you know, that's all, you know, it's been dealt with. We no longer have these problems. All right. And the apostles, you know, they warned years ago, not stop bringing your women around. All right. Because, you know, this type of stuff is bound to happen. All right. Dudes, you know, in the same room with these women, and, you know, these women get the sizing brothers up, you know, brothers, you know, looking at, you know, these women, and they happen to be married, and the flesh takes over, you know. So, you know, this was in bad taste to even have, you know, a lot of people think we hate or are hating when we say, you know, stop having these women around, but that's actually advice. It's good advice. All right. Just to prevent these type of circumstances from happening. All right. And, you know, this is the camp that pushes the law heavy. You know, you got to wear your fringes on everything you wear. But yet this type of behavior is still happening. You know, what was the purpose? What is the purpose of wearing your fringes? So that you can look down and remember the commandments. So Jake thinks they just figure once they learn that they're an Israelite and they say Most High in Christ bless, you know, that's the energy over there. The same energy in the Christian church, you know, and the same behavior is happening in the Christian church. All right. But you know, Jake think that, you know, once they know that they're an Israelite and they salute one another and they wear fringes, that just overall makes a big difference. That's not how it works, man. Let me get this in first, let me get this in James. This is James 1. And I'm going to start at, I'm going to read this about the temptation part, and then I'm going to jump down because, you know, we got to be not only hearers of the word, but doers. And Jake, you know, they'll learn a few scriptures, mainly embrace that they're Israelites, but they don't change their ways. They don't change their behavior, their mindset. You know, they don't become disciplined. And then over there, you know, you got all this luxury. You got all these women. All right. It's just one big celebration. It's one big party. Right. But they got this prestige look. Everybody got their fringes on. They trying to look the part. They try to appear righteous. But you know, it's a den of iniquity, man. James 1:12, it says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life. You know, and Jake, the moment you're tempted, you're supposed to fight against that. And you really do. Homie should have never even locked eyes with old girl. You know, but this is the type of thing that goes on. This is why you don't have a bunch of women congregated with a bunch of men, especially if they're married. What did it say in Corinthians? If she will learn anything, let her learn from her husband at home. Why is she around other brothers? It's totally out of order. But these different, these other camps, these different groups, they about doing their own thing. I wonder why this behavior is rampant. It says, which the Lord have promised to them that love him, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High, for the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempteth he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. And, you know, y'all heard and even saw the screenshots as Nate had to do reading the text messages. This dude is saying these things to a married woman, and this married woman, she's entertaining this dude. You know, She's feeling everything he's saying. They imagining each other in their heads while they like. This was totally disturbing, man. And in the ancient world, if we was still back in Jerusalem, they wouldn't, let's just say that they wouldn't be here. All right? They wouldn't be here. Because you'd have to make an example out of them publicly to put away evil from among us. And I don't even have to go into the law on that. You already know that law. Both of them supposed to be out of there. Because they knew better. You got on fringes, ain't no excuse. But I blame the leadership because you allow that environment. You created that environment. All right? No sisters that are married to brothers should be around like that, man, at all. But this is how they want it. You know, it make you feel like a man to be surrounded by a bunch of women. It says, but every man is tempted when he is drawn away by his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death. And you know, this is what happens when you don't, have yourself in order. When you don't keep under your body, keep it under subjection. We're not to be brought under the power of the flesh. But Jake, they don't seek that level of discipline. They just think they're gonna come into this truth, and it's no different than the Christian church to them, or some organization or movement. No, this is a lifestyle, and we're supposed to live after the manner of the gospel, man. There's James 1 and 22. It says, let me start at 21. It says, wherefore lay apart all filthiness and superfluity of naughtiness, and receive with meekness an engrafted word which is able to save your souls. But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. And Jake, they hear the word, they know the scriptures, but they don't apply it. Jake want to look the part, but they want to be hypocrites. The same dude would be out there getting on Jake for not having his fringes on. He'll tell you you're burning because of what they teaching over there. You ain't wearing the fringes like him, and you ain't doing what they doing. You're gonna burn in hell forever. Meanwhile, this is what's going on in that congregation. And like I said, I'm blaming the leadership, because y'all set that environment. All right. It says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. So it's like it's for nothing. You wasted your time. So, it's like, did you even change? Did you even be transformed? Were you even ever baptized? Did you ever become the new creature? 2 Timothy 2 and 19. And it says, nevertheless, the foundation of the Most High standeth sure, having this seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let everyone that nameth the name of the anointed depart from iniquity. And yes, we're under grace, but don't use it to the occasion for the flesh. All right. But What do Jake do when they come into this thing? They actually use this to exploit the flesh. They exploit the ministry for the occasion of the flesh. To get women, to get dishonest gain, filthy lucre, vain glory. That's what they do this thing for, man. To exalt themselves. Then they become delusional. All right. But, that's definitely not the spirit you learn to have when you come into the ministry. You become a new man and a new woman. All right. Supposed to, purge yourself. So let me go from there. This is Galatians 5 and 13. And it says, for brethren, you have been called unto liberty, only use not liberty for an occasion to the flesh, but by love serve one another. For all the laws fulfilled in one word, even in this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. If you'll sleep with your brother's woman, you don't love your brother, you hate your brother. Okay? That's like adultery. It's like you break multiple commandments in one. Because you not only commit adultery, but you hating your neighbor, and you also commit covetousness. Thou shalt not covet. So that is just an overall wicked deed, man. Shows a lack of integrity, lack of character. So this is why we don't care to have the biggest camp out there, man. Because you increase your chance of bringing in the most grimiest, shiesty niggas out there. One of the things about this truth, you're gonna meet the most beautiful, the most you're gonna meet the very good brothers, man, beautiful spirits. Brothers of character, nobility, man. But then you also gonna meet the worst, grimiest, evilest niggas you can ever meet. Both are being brought into this thing because the Lord, just because the Lord calls you doesn't mean that you're chosen. The Lord in his parable, he compared the kingdom like a dragnet, led down to the sea, cast down to the sea, and it gathered every kind, both good and bad. So you're gonna have the worst of the worst attracted to this, and you're gonna have the best of the best also attracted. But the worst, the bad, that's going to get casted out. All right. It says, verse 15, but if you bite and devour one another, take heed that you be not consumed one of another. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary the one to another. Yeah, your flesh it wants to do wickedness. It craves, it desires, but you got to let your spirit lead. Put your spirit in control. Don't let your flesh control you. Or these type of things can happen. It's so that you cannot do the things that you would. But if you be led of the spirit, you are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery. See that? It's the first thing there, the adultery. And it's big in the Christian church, among all these different churches. It's big in entertainment. These rappers, all they do is rap about adultery. Our women are a bunch of whores. They're shameless. And they hopping from dude, and that's crazy because a brother posted on from TikTok. There's one demon, trifling asshole, but she claimed that she got with 3 different Israelite men. From 2 dudes were a part of a camp and 1 dude wasn't of a camp, but she's pretty much throwing shade at all those men. But it's like, hold on, am I hearing this right? You getting online and you blasting these men that call themselves Israelites, but you admitting that you've been with 3 different men in the truth. So this chick had no shame to go on social media and admit that she's an adulteress. She's a whore. And this behavior been, hey man, this is why we the way we are with you women. All right, we strict, we're hard on you because, hey, these type of things be happening. The old school, the apostles, from their testimony was a whorehouse. Chicks getting passed around from dude to dude. And that's not supposed to happen, man. That's all wickedness. Because all it is lustful eyes going on. I don't care if, the woman is covered up, she got her dress on, she got her head wrapped. They still gonna be looking, man. That's why it's best to just keep them out of the way. Let her be at home, man. Stop bringing her around. You dudes over there, you don't have a backbone, man. Because they over there, because your leadership, they have to be your head, so they got to think for you. They got to be your marriage counselors. They got to tell you what to do with your marriage, and that's totally out of pocket. What you do with your woman is between you and your woman. No man is to have any say so, and he should have no business telling you to have your woman around either. So you shouldn't be bringing her around. Jake get over there and they get starstruck because it's Bishop Hollywood Nate, the man riding in on a horse. 150 mil to his name. It says fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. Basically you can't control your lust. Idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings. And this goes on amongst these congregations that say where your fringes at. Why you don't have your fringes on. Keep the commandments. Get married. Go and get the marriage contract from the state. They do all these things and this still goes on. This is why we always used to say, because you're condemned to hell if you ain't got your fringes on, according to these dudes. But it's like, why not have the fringes spiritually in your mind? All right, the fringes representing this wisdom, this knowledge. These things should be in you. You wear this wisdom as a robe with a border of blue and fringes on it. When Paul said being a Jew inwardly and not outwardly, talking about the inward man versus the outward man. Them hypocritical scribes and Pharisees, they were outward Jews, but inwardly they were full of hypocrisy. The whole Matthew the 23rd chapter cussed these type of people out. The Lord. Okay. It says, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High. All right. And you become a new person. So you become disciplined. We striving for the mastery. Colossians 3:5, mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanness, inordinate affection, evil concupiscence, and covetousness, which is idolatry, for which things sake the wrath of the Most High cometh on the children of disobedience, in the which you also walked some time when you lived in them. But now you also put off all these: anger, wrath, malice, blasphemy, filthy communication out of your mouth. Lie not to one another, seeing that you have put off the old man with his deeds, and have put on the new man, which is renewed in knowledge after the image of him that created him. All right. So you cut off that old man, those old habits. All right. But those environments is set up to where you all around temptation. And you thinking that you in a room full of righteous people. The Lord, he said it, he told you, if any man shall look on a woman to lust after her in his heart, have committed adultery already in his heart. And they make it easy for you over there by having all those women over there, man. So, yeah, man, this is all unfortunate. All right. This type of behavior, man, and I'm thankful that we have leaders, that know better, being good examples. They've said for years, leave your women, leave them where they at, man. Leave them at home. That's where they really supposed to be. Nate knows that. They're supposed to be keepers at home, lovers of their husbands. You set up that environment when you got them all congregating all around each other. They looking at each other, checking each other out. And now look, the Church of Corinth had a lot of issues. That's why he had 2 epistles to him. And I was pretty sure it was a big congregation, but there was a lot of wickedness going on. Men sleeping with their fathers' wives up in there. Women trying to teach. Men having long hair. And you got that problem among these big congregations. And then y'all also teach that if a brother has a woman that's an unbeliever, you got to get rid of her and get with somebody that do believe. Or vice versa, the sister of her, she doesn't have a believing husband, she got to get rid of him and get with a brother that believe. And that's straight up promotion of adultery, because you're going to cause her to commit adultery. When in Corinthians it tells you the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband, and the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, because they can actually convert. All right. And if they are separate from each other, they're supposed to reconcile. So this is a bad look on their congregation. And, Nate trying to make it all entertaining, but this ain't really no laughing matter, man. Nothing to joke about. Because they in the ancient world, it wouldn't be nobody laughing. Everybody would be standing there and stones in their hand. Got to take 2 wicked people out, send them back to the spiritual realm. So, this is just my reaction to this. This is from the elder from Baltimore, Karate Zaba. All right, and hey, this is what happens when you got all these big congregations, man. When you big like that, it increases the chances of, these type of things happening. All right. This is why we don't do this. Or, brothers that got women, they keep their women in the background. You don't know about them. Sisters that support, they do their thing in the background, but we don't have our women around like that, man. You got dudes that have their women with them at the camp. At the campsite, what the hell are you doing, man? You at the war zone and you're gonna bring your woman there, knowing how it can get. So yeah, man, you gotta leave that spirit back with the world, man. Okay? The Lord's calling men into this thing, so we have to be such and learn how to control your spirit and put your flesh in check. Dudes don't believe in praying, they don't fast or nothing. So that's my take. And Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm give all praise to Yahweh Shem Shai. To the next one, Shalom.